The Sussex arrived on the same airline to the same media scrum.
So happy to be here, thank you.
But not everyone at Melbourne Airport was happy to see them.
Australia should never, ever accept them coming here. You don't belong in Australia. We don't want you here.
Things have changed since their last visit to Australia in 2018, when the locals were cuddlier and their roles were public. Harry and Meghan have left the palace, becoming privately funded citizens cashing in on Netflix deals.
Well, a lot's changed since the last time they came to Australia. They're not royals anymore and Victoria's broke, so I think that taxpayers shouldn't be funding any security for it.
Prince Harry and Meghan's team insist the trip is being privately funded. But policing services provided for the couple will be coming out of the public's pocket, leading to calls for the multi-million-dollar mansion owners to pay it back.
Victorian taxpayers are doing it hard at the moment, and we shouldn't have more expenses for private trips that come to Australia.
New South Wales and Victoria Police confirmed they will absorb costs for security, bypassing the usual user pays arrangements for the private yet partly commercial tour.
You're looking at hundreds of thousands.
New South Wales Police won't say what it's costing, but the Sussex 2018 visit with police and public safety operations, plus accommodation and incidentals, cost Australian taxpayers a total of $410 and $580.
Everyone's looking at it and going, hang on a sec, why should we be paying for this?
That question leading an anti-public funding petition collecting over 40,000 signatures.
The real question isn't whether there should be security, but how much of it should be publicly funded.
They basically just slipped off pretty quickly off the aircraft, and then security, customs, law enforcement were there to meet them, and then they took them in their own personal vehicles off the airside and away they went.
That's special treatment, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you or I turn up at the airport, I'm pretty sure we'd be joining a long queue holding our passport waiting to get through.
For non-working royals, the couple's Australia itinerary is busy, but it's also a money-making venture with speaking engagements and a hefty price tag to attend. A swanky girls' weekend away at a 5-star hotel is spruiking a fireside chat with Meghan, alongside yoga and sound healing, for a mere $2,699 or just over $3,000 for a VIP upgrade to get a group photo with the Duchess.
Police decide, okay, well, we need to give it a bit more attention or whatever. And unfortunately, the knock-on effect there is the bill that has to be paid by everybody, including myself.
But there were no grumbles about cost today, as well-wishers welcomed the pair at the Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne, the focus remaining squarely where it should be, on the kids.
Gentleman, he got out of the car, opened the door for Meghan, and then they have walked in, a couple of quick words just saying how happy they were to be here. But the big crowd that they have seen today was at the Royal Children's Hospital. This was at lunchtime. There were hundreds of people to see them in the reception there of the foyer there of the hospital. These were sick kids and their families and staff, and let me tell you, for all the bad publicity they get, for all the haters that they have, they got enormous cheers. There was such an energy, such an excitement, so many smiles on the faces of everyone, and the kids, of course, as well. So it was a fabulous energy and a perfect way for them to start this 4-day tour of Australia. It is a mix of community events and seeing groups and like the Royal Children's Hospital and the veterans here, but it's also a money-making exercise. Harry will be doing a speech here in Melbourne on Thursday night. He's earning some cash from that. Meghan will do an event in Sydney on the weekend. She's earning some money from that, but it is their first time here since 2018. Very different world for them now. They are no longer royals. They're no longer working royals. They're not addressed as His and Her Royal Highness anymore. They live in California. So a very different memory they will have from when they were here in Melbourne last time. But we spoke with some of the people there at the hospital. Let's have a look at what happened at the Royal Children's Hospital earlier today.
Harry and Meghan, welcome to Australia. Welcome to Australia. What are you most looking forward to?
Everything. It's been great. Nice to be back.
Oh, so grateful to be here. Thank you.
$3,000, you can get a weekend with the Duchess herself. So they get that to LA themselves. Of course, Prince Archie and Princess Elizabeth back home. They didn't make the trip over, but they will no doubt.